What's going on, everybody? Wild Time here with another World of Warcraft video, and today we have another weekly mailbox clean out. Do this every Saturday. We go through what I've got for the week, what we have in total, and then highlight different things that I think can be helpful so that you can go make some gold in Azeroth as well. Before we do that, though, I'd like to thank all the channel subscribers. Thank you so much. If you are not subscribed to the channel and you like World of Warcraft content, specifically gold making, Mythic Plus, and really whatever else the game has to offer, consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below in the video, like the video, and have fun playing the game. That's really what it's all about, having fun, and right now, making gold. Keep in mind it does take time and effort for creators to put content out to you, so if you would like to donate or show your support for the channel, you can leave a super thanks down below, or you can even join and be an official channel member and get some perks along with that on a monthly donation basis. Click join down below to see the perks that come along. This video, however, is completely free, so let's get right into it. First character, Shroom and Boom. Hate the name. I'm thinking about changing it. But we are mining and skinning. Skinning has been sort of a flop so far outside the first week of Dragonflight. Mining is still really, really good. I think mining is probably one of the best gathering professions right now. Cooking, there's some good stuff to be made with cooking, but unfortunately the recipes are like 70k in my realm that I need. Fishing, I've heard good things about it. I have not done much with it. So let's pull this up. We'll see what we have here. This is all gathering, all right? I think there may be one flip in here, but most of this is all gathering. This is just from farming rep tokens, mining, and skinning, basically. So we'll look at this, and then we'll go through the other characters, and then at the end, we'll actually get a grand total for how much we made for the week. So let's see if there's anything super exciting in here. Not really, but as you can see, these adamantite scales, these were going for like 1 gold a little while ago. Here's some fish that were going for like 30 gold. Rousing earth. One of the good things about mining that makes it so good still is the amount of rousing that you actually get from it. Here's some primal bear spine. Now this is something you don't hear a lot of people talk about, this primal bear spine, but these went for like 250 gold each. You can farm them up in the Azure Span by killing bears. Let's see, Sundered Onyx Loop. So this is something that I didn't craft myself. I sent these orders to my jewel crafter so that he could do the weekly crafting order, and then I just sold them on the auction house. Rousing Decay, about 100 gold a piece. Okay, Sarga's Signet. This comes from farming in the Obsidian Citadel. So if you choose Raytheon for the week, these things will drop. If you choose Civilion, there's another rep token that'll drop, but they're selling for like 2 to 3k each. So that was a big one. Lustrous Scaled Hide. This is one of the better things that come from skinning, but it's a rare proc. 5 of them for 1k. A Dark Moon Deck Watcher. These are sort of a flop. I bought the cards, the Dark Moon cards, put them together, and then sold the trinket. Unfortunately, I lost out on this because I think for the ace, I paid probably more than 140. But that's what you get for trying to sell high-end gear on an RP realm when there's no high-end content available yet. So, got me on that one. And then you can see some more Sarga's Signets here. 3 of them for almost 10k. That's really good. And then 1 of them for 2600 here. So Sarga's Signet, Sarga's Signet, Sarga's Signet. Made a lot of gold with Sarga's Signet, really. Let's see. And this is only, yeah, 36k. This is probably from an hour or so, maybe a little more on and off. What else we got? Draconium Ore, Tattered Wilder Cloth. I mean, it's down to the silvers. So, this is just the first part. We have 200,108 gold. Let's open that up, and then let's see what we have on these 16 that aren't showing. And then I am interested to see how much we did get for the week just on this one character, because I haven't really been doing much on him lately. I've been trying to get into some professions. So let's see. Okay, the remaining, what we have left over, 21K. So altogether, what was that, about 220 something K? Dense hide, another proc from skinning, and then more of the Sargassinian. Look at this, 2 of them for 7,600. That's almost 4K a piece. Same thing down here, almost 4K a piece. That is insane. That's a really good farm. All right, let's open all of that up and let's see what we got total here. All right, so it looks like we started the week with 624K, and then all the way up here, 861K. So that is really, really good. So that's like 240-ish thousand gold. Now keep in mind though that part of that did come from this Dark Moon Watcher deck. Actually, like 140 of it did. So, and I actually lost on that. So keep in mind that this minus that, it was only about like 100K. So yeah, I guess I misspoke. Maybe 100K is where I'm coming from the farming, and then this just is money, or gold rather, coming back. So still altogether not too bad. 100K just for casual gathering. Let's check out our next character. Okay, Spaghetto with 1 T because 2 T's was taken. Tailoring and Enchanting, and I originally had Herbalism and Inscription on this guy, but then I wanted to start doing like a bracer shuffle kind of deal, so I got this. But now, really, to like farm your own mats, like I want to be able to farm a bunch of cloth like solo pretty much, and you can't grab a bunch of mobs with this Dracthyr, so I think I'm going to turn my DK into Tailoring and Enchanting. But the key with it is going to be to get this all the way maxed out, and then this all the way maxed out, and then max this out on Tailoring so that you can get the rare cloths, and then there's some shuffles that you can do. But anyway, so partially on this guy, I want to say Gathering, Crafting, and Disenchanting. Looks like there's some gardening hats that didn't sell. But these, however, they do sell pretty well, and I make about 600 to 700 gold on them. These ones, unfortunately, did not sell, though. Oh, bags as well. Wider cloth bags. These cost about 100 or so, a little bit more to craft. So we're getting, about 200 gold a piece back on those. And first 100 emails. Well, I guess they're not emails, are they? First 100 mails out of 215 is 37,500 gold. And you can see here a lot of vibrant shards. This comes from crafting bracers and then just disenchanting them. That's pretty much it. Just disenchanting bracers and selling bags. And a couple gardening hats there. But that's pretty much it. Here is some, I don't know if you say wither bark or writher bark. But this is really good. These are like 300 gold a piece, but they're a rare node for herbalism. Pulled some more down here, some rousing, saxifrage, which is one of the higher cost herbs. All right, so let's go ahead and open these first ones up here. All right, second one. See if we got anything interesting out here. More of the same stuff, just herbs. This is a Simply Stitched reagent bag. This was actually going for like 700 gold at one point. Cost about 120 to make. So still selling a bunch of them for 400, 300. That's still pretty good. Sold some Wilder thread. This is actually, I just made it from tattered thread and resold it. Only made about a gold each on these, but if you sell 423 of it, that's 400 gold profit. Surveyor Seasoned Cord. For some reason, somebody bought a low-level belt for 5,700 gold. But hey, I'll take it. More bags here. Gardening hat. More bags, and you can see they're going for more up here. Almost 700 gold. Gardening hat for 1,000. All right, that's 46K right there on that. So let's go ahead and open that up and see what the last little bit brings us, and then we'll check out the individual gold on this guy, what we're up from last week as well. All right, this last little bit here, 2,246. Some rousing, some herbs, that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and open all that up and see what we got for a total. Okay, looking pretty good. Started with 74K, and now we are up to 144K. That's pretty decent, right? We'll take that. So what is that, 70,000-ish gold? Yeah, maybe a little more. Okay, we'll take it. Let's check out our next one. All right, Beard of War, historically one of my bigger gold makers. A lot of it from Old World Engineering and Old World and current Blacksmithing in Shadowlands. I have not put much into Blacksmithing because I have not played this character very much. As you can see, I'm only level 41 and I have a lot to go. But that being said, still sold some things, right? So 719K out of 37 males. But there's a trick to it. There's some things that I actually lost on, right? Like these Dark Moon decks. Again, I lost on this. And the freaking auction house cut is 7,000 gold. I mean, what the heck? So I actually lost on that. And then this Dark Moon deck of the Inferno, I may have came out even on that one. Okay, but let's look at some positives here because there's some really good things here. This is the Mechabond Imprint Matrix, made honestly, about 7K on this. If you all have been following the channel, you know I love to make these with Blood of Sargeras. I've not been farming bloods because there's so much going on in Dragonflight. This sold for a little bit less than what it normally does. It's normally 10 to 15K, but it sold. Mechanized snow goggles. I think this is like a Northrend craft. Probably made about 800 gold on that. And still, for some reason, people are buying the Laystone basic gear from Legion. I mean, it costs 40 gold to make these. They're selling for 1,000. And again, Crafted Gladiator from Legion cost about 100 gold to make this. Sold for 5,585. So that is pretty good. And then finally, the Mechgineer's Chopper. You need to have a rep with, who is it, the Argent Dawn or the Argent Accord or somebody in Northrend. I forget. And it's different for Horde and Alliance, but the model's different actually as well, I believe. But anyway, you get that rep, you buy this, and then you can craft it. You have to have maxed out engineering, and it's sold. Probably, I don't know how much I made on that. Let's actually check that out because I haven't sold one of those in a long time. So let's see if TSM has got its stuff together here. Wow, okay, so it costs quite a bit to make, but it looks like we still made about 17 or 18K on that sale right there. Okay, so that's pretty good. Fell Iron Greatsword cost a couple hundred to make, sold for 18K. There's a Dark Moon. Draconian Pickaxe, I probably gave these away. These were selling for like 800 or 900, but now they're like, you know, they were real low. Steel Forged Great Axe of the Quick Blade, Old World Craft. Probably made about 4K on that, honestly, if not more. Here's the pickaxes here that are selling for 1,000, and then they drop down to 154. I could have very well sold a higher quality one for a lower price on accident. More Laystone Pauldrons. Again, cost 40 gold to make, sold for 1,400. There's the Dark Moon deck. Look at this, Draconium Sickle. This was probably a higher quality one, sold for 5,000. Probably cost a few hundred to make. It's pretty good. Draconium Sword, Draconium Sickle, another one here for 5,000 gold. That's pretty nice. One of my favorite, Wormhole Generator Argus, 18,000 gold. Now this thing costs like next to nothing to make. I mean, it costs a couple hundred, I believe. So this is almost like probably a 17K or not more profit. That is insane. Draconium Sickle, we already did that one. Draconium Knuckles, I think I actually lost gold on these. I just sold them off because I needed it for leveling. And another demon steel. Look at this, another demon steel. These again, these are costing 100 gold or so to make, selling for 8,000. Super crazy. 719,000 gold. Let's open this up and see what we came out with this week. It'll probably look high, but that's only because last week we actually lost. We were actually, for the whole everything last week, we were under like 500k, and that's primarily because I put a bunch into the Darkmoon decks that I ended up barely probably breaking even on. But if we look at it here, 1,266,000. 1,976,000. So that is nice. So 266. So about 700,000 gold up from where we were last week. Super awesome. Really cool old school sales. The Laystone stuff, the Argus wormhole generator. What else was it? The Mechgineer's chopper. The Demon Steel boots. I mean, those things are still selling, and it is crazy. So let's move on here and check out our next one. Okay, Captain Fantastic. Jewel crafting and mining. I think this may be my main for PvE content. But as you can see, he's not level 70 yet, so I may stick with my Bear Druid. Anyway, jewel crafting, mining. Now, I'm only 80 because it's really, really hard to get past 80 right now because you have to use crafting orders, which, work orders rather, which like nobody's using. So that's that. So basically what I've done with this guy is some crafting. I dumped a lot of gold to get to 80 because you're having to buy like awakened essences that cost 400 to make a gem that sells for 10 gold. It's ridiculous, right? So you have to do that to level up. So I've basically just been prospecting and selling the gems. I have crafted a few things as well. But as you can see, there's 324 males here. So there's a lot. There's 73k here at the start. So let's see if there's anything good that's coming out of that. These are mainly just raw gems, right? Some awakened earth, some ore, more ore, more ore. I mean, this is just a bunch of little stuff, right? There's nothing really huge, just a bunch of things that add up, right? I don't even know how to say this. Semerald, yes, Semerald. Anyway, 4 of them for 1,400. Oh, it looks like I did sell a Sapphire Panther. This is actually pretty cool. Just because I got rid of it, right? They've been listed for about a month or so. I had all 4 colors listed. Now, the bad thing about this is that you spend 22k. And so spending 22k to get back, what is that, like 13? That's not great. It would be good if you could do it instantly, but it's not great considering how long it takes to sell them. Some people have luck with the Panthers. I really don't, but I did just sell this one, and this has really surprised me. I didn't have any idea until I looked at it right now, so that's awesome. Mystic Sapphire, Eternity, Amber, just lots of gems there. So let's go ahead and open that up, 73k. Okay, next 100 males, 85k. Let's see what we got here. Just more of the same, lots of raw gems. Raw gems, raw gems, raw gems. A lot of raw gems. Lots and lots of raw gems. Okay, here was a rank 3, I think it's called Unlimited Diamond, that sold for 2,400. They're currently 9,000. So this is the first one I ever had. Everybody was selling it for 2,500, so that's what I did. But now they're like selling for a lot more. Eternity Amber. This is like the basic stone that you get when you prospect. Just a bunch of them for 9k. Somebody's probably resetting with this, or I don't know what they're doing when they're buying 423 at a time. They're probably resetting the price, I would guess. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Raw gems, raw gems, raw gems. Let's open that up and check out our next set. Okay, the next 100, 28,800. Raw gems. I mean, you guys get it by now, right? Raw gems. A rousing order. Raw gems. Raw gems. I mean, this is just raw gems. Some awakened earth. Some draconium ore. Couple pendants there that didn't sell. I mean, that's what it is. We got one more to check. 25 after we clear out this 100, and then we'll see what the total was for this character. Okay, last little bit here. Looks like about 13K. Raw gems. Oh, this is actually, so a chromatic focus. I probably made about 700 on that right there. That's actually a alchemy, I believe, tool that jewel crafters make. And that's it. So let's open all that up, all right? And then we'll check out and see what we have. Okay, so it looks like we had 897,000 last week, and then now we're at 825,000. So we're down about 50,000 gold. Now, why that is, I don't really have an answer for it. I tried to look. We do have 66,000 listed still to get back. So all I can think is that it cost a lot to level jewel crafting, because every time I prospected the ore, I actually added up what it was going to be as I was listing it, and it was profitable for the most part. So I'm not sure where this drop is coming from. But, you know, it is what it is. So hopefully the time invested in this and the gold invested in this to level up and to learn different things will pay off a little bit later down the road. But not looking so hot so far. Let's check out another one. Okay, Chubby Butter. Nothing but a bank alt here. No professions or anything. Let's see what we ended up with. Actually 65K, pretty good. All I do with this guy is just repost what I had left over from Shadowlands, really. Stonewatcher's Toe, don't know where it came from, 1500. These are just little like transmogs from different places, right? Archetype of Vigilance. Now this is a crafted pet from Zereth Mortis. I think that Zereth Mortis farm for crafted pets is going to be good in the future throughout Dragonflight. As you can see, 30,000 gold for one pet. This is from like Aladdis and Genesis motes and whatever else you need to make those there. But this is definitely 30,000K, just about all in profit. The Silencer, 11,000. This is an old school. I think this came maybe Burning Crusade. I'm not sure, but this was just a drop transmog that I farmed probably like 5-6 months ago. I've probably had some of these things for months and months and months, and they finally sold. Thunder Totem Spirit. This I think is just a random drop from Legion. Deep Tide Cover of the Peerless, 12,000 gold. Now this is a transmog that comes from Nazjatar. Looks like a drop, and this is what it looks like. It's like a pirate hat type deal, so I'm not sure why somebody bought that for 12K, but they definitely did, and I will take it. So 65,500 right there. Let's open that up, and then let's see what our total is for the week on this realm, and then we'll check our next realm, and we'll get a total for everything. So let's select all. And this week is looking a lot better than last week, where we were out 500,000 gold. So let's see. We started at where we started at here. 3,923,000, and then we are ending at 5,005,000. Now, I don't know about you all. I've got a medium-sized brain, maybe a big brain, depending on who you compare it to, but it's not big enough to do this. So let's do 5,005,000 5,000, and then minus what we started with, the 3,923,000, and that's going to give us a 1,082,000 gold increase from last week. Not all that's profit, but it's up from what we were last week, 1,000,000 gold, which is phenomenal. That's like 4 WoW tokens right there, right? So that's pretty good. I will take that. Now let's check out the last realm. Be real quick. Got one guy to check out. Bang Toon. Let's see what we got. We'll get a total for the week and wrap it up here. Okay, Bank Sandwich, 11,000 gold. The big seller here, Great Mall of the Ancient Centennials. This is crazy. This is a Zareth Mortis Green, I believe, for 8K still. That's insane, selling that in second week into Dragonflight. Other than that, some small transmogs and stuff here. All right, let's open that up. Now, obviously, we didn't have a whole bunch of profit on here this week, just what we opened up there. So we're going to go ahead and give that the 11,000, and we'll just add that to what we had before to see the actual increase for the week was 1,082,000, and then plus the 11,000, that's going to be 1,093,000 gold increase for the week, which is phenomenal. And then let's get an actual total of what we have altogether. So 4,326,000 on this realm, plus the 5,005,000 on the other realm. That's going to be 9,331,000 gold. Pretty good. Now, I know that's not technically gold cap because it's on 2 different realms, but 9 million gold, you could pretty much do whatever you want in the game, right? You can buy your game time. Heck, you could buy the expansion, right? You could buy mounts, achievements, level professions. 9 million gold, you could reinvest. You can pretty much do whatever in the game. So that's a little bit how I'm doing it. That's what I'm working with, gathering and working on leveling up some professions as we go into this season 1 next week. So hope this helps somebody. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, how you're making gold. Like the video. Don't forget to sub. Have fun playing the game. And until next time, I'll catch you all later.